They are afraid to make a move on you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they are afraid to make a move on you. See, family, one thing about yourself is not only do you carry yourself with confidence, but you carry yourself with certainty, which means you know who you are and where you are going. And a lot of people are not used to that, right? Most times people feel confident and comfortable with approaching a person who look like they have low self-esteem. All right. Most people feel confident and approachable or confident and more willing to approach someone who looks like they are unsure of themselves. Because a lot of times people are looking for people to control or people to use. You follow what I'm saying? And so a lot of people are going to be afraid to make a move on you because they don't know what to expect. They can't quite figure you out. You are unpredictable and you carry yourself as this mysterious man or woman. And so with that being said, it causes a lot of people to be afraid to make a move on you, right? Now somebody would say, well, Reno, why don't they just be confident and just make the first step? For some people, y'all, it's just not that easy. All right. Sometimes people like to be able to know what they're going to get themselves into by walking up to a person such as yourself. You have a light, and that light makes people think twice, all right, before stepping up to that light. You get what I'm saying? And maybe one of these are my talking points, but I will just go ahead and tell y'all, a lot of times people are afraid of rejection, okay? A lot of times people are afraid of rejection. So if you are a male or female, I need y'all to understand something. The reason why you may be single, the reason why you may feel like I got it going, but ain't nobody giving me a shot or ain't nobody trying to step up to me. The reason why you may feel like you are alone is because a lot of people are afraid to make a move on you. Now, although we're going to speak from a romantic standpoint, okay, this can also be from a job to, a career, friends, family. It can be from any of those aspects, but we are going to speak from a romantic level, okay, in terms of dating or relationship. But y'all just keep in mind that it can go for anything, okay? They are afraid to make a move on you. We're going to talk about this, y'all. But first thing is first, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Listen, fam, how y'all are doing, what y'all got going on. Y'all know I was on my other channel earlier today, Reno Speaks Riches. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. But just so I can say it for the record, y'all, and all of my foodies, I'm your boy eating some crock pot chicken legs, okay, roasted crock pot chicken legs, okay. I got some lemon lime in there, got some onions in that thing, season it up real good, and broccoli, okay, got to have the vegetables, and some brown rice, all right. Trying to stay in that calorie deficit as I stated on my other video, but that's what I ate. As far as how I'm doing, y'all, your boy good, I'm straight. Actually, I'm blessed, okay. The sun is out, so it's always going to be a banging video, man, when the sun is out. I love it. But y'all drop in the comments, let me know how y'all doing, how y'all feeling, what you got going on. But fam, let's get down to business, all right? Why they are afraid to make a move on you, okay? Number one, the pedestal effect, all right? It's the pedestal effect. So family, when people look at you like you are on a pedestal or like you are, or as if you are pedestalized, number one, it's because they may not think as highly of themselves as they should. But number two, it's because they look up to you. So maybe you are a person who's very inspirational. Maybe you are a person who's very wholesome. Like maybe you are somebody who have their affairs in order. Family. Somebody may say, well, Reno, that shouldn't intimidate somebody. Family, people would be intimidated, all right, just because you are tall. People would be intimidated just because you graduated high school. People would be intimidated if you have a degree. Intimidation is all subjective for certain people. For some people or for some men, they may not care if a woman make her own money. For some men, they care if she makes her own money or even if she makes more than him. It's all subjective, all right? And you can't determine what should intimidate a man or a woman, Okay, so now that we have that understood, the pedestal effect simply means that they see you in a position of being superior. All right, I'm not saying that this is the person for you. I'm not saying to dumb yourself down. I'm not even saying to stoop down on their level. All right. One thing about eagles, okay? One thing about eagles, when they soar alone. But the only eagle or the only mate an eagle would choose is one who's also an eagle. All right. So when you're on this level, it's gonna take another eagle to recognize and see that you mean no harm. See that you're not cocky, you're confident. See that you can be approachable, and you are approachable. A lot of times, y'all, these people be pigeons and chickens. No, I'm not saying they are less than. I'm talking about the mindset. All right? I'm talking about the mindset. In order to consider yourself as an eagle, you don't have many friends. You fly alone. You walk alone. You stand alone. Okay? You are the type of individual who may push yourself. You do what eagles do. You get what I'm saying? And so with that being said, y'all, a person who sees you in the pedestal effect, chances are is, and more than likely, they're not for you, okay? More than likely. But the point is, y'all, even to go deeper, it's similar to the guy who thinks, this particular woman is out of her league. It can be vice versa, but most times, a lot of guys think that if she's extremely pretty or she's a baddie or she's a beautiful, then, man, she out my league. A lot of times, looks are just looks, okay? Out of a person's league or someone being out of your league, that means they got to be out of your league physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, intellectually, psychologically. They got to be out of your league in all aspects. A lot of times that's not the case. And what fixed that is confidence and self-esteem. Point blank period. I seen some boogaloo looking guys with some of the most beautiful women. Okay? And guys who look like they supposed to be in the magazine with women who is not all of that. The point is, y'all, is that pedestal effect, it only operates when a person don't have the esteem. And so, family, maybe they think that you are out of their league. Maybe they feel like you are better than them, or you're cocky or arrogant. But always understand this. The confident will always come off as cocky to the insecure, all right? That was kind of a long explanation, but I wanted y'all to understand and get this. This is why they are afraid to make a move on you, because of the pedestal effect. You may see it in your workplace. You may see it at the gym. You may see it, in regular common areas, public places, but the pedestal effect, all right? Maybe you have education. Maybe you carry yourself wholesomely. The way you dress, the way you talk, whatever it is, but they may be intimidated and place you on a pedestal, all right? Don't worry, y'all. They're just not an eagle. Number 2, uncertainty of your feelings, all right? Uncertainty of your feelings. So here's the thing, y'all, and I'm sure I know the answer to all of this, all right? If you were to become a multimillionaire, okay, would you stay in your job or keep your job? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. If you was to become a multimillionaire today or tonight, however you want to call it, would you quit your job? Yes or no? Drop in the comments and let me know. Yes, Reno, I will quit my job. Or no, Reno, I will not quit my job. I will stay on my job as long as possible. All right? We all know that the mass majority on this video are going to quit their jobs. Why? Because most times you hate your job. You don't want to do your job. You don't want to work for another person. You don't got time for people to tell you when and where you can do X, Y, and Z. Okay? So people, y'all follow me. When people are certain of something, then they are more willing to take the risk, right? But when they are uncertain, they won't take the risk. So if you're uncertain that you're going to become a multimillionaire, you know what, man, I'm going to keep my job, dog. Right? Yeah, no, I'm going to still keep dealing with Big Head Bob. I'm going to still keep dealing with Messi Miranda. Yeah, I'm going to keep dealing with them because I need this job, right? I don't know when I'm going to become a multimillionaire, okay? But if you know you're going to become a multimillionaire, you're quick tonight. That's the same way of how it goes when it comes to uncertainty of your feelings. They would take that risk. They would take that chance, but they don't know how you feel. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and let me know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Somebody also drop in the comments and say, I won't bite. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't bite, all right? Number 3, fear of rejection, okay? Fear of rejection, which is one thing that I did mention earlier, but I'm going to tell y'all about this Jay-Z story, right? So he was doing the interview, and he was talking about this guy who wanted an autograph for his daughter. However, Jay-Z was like, the guy was just looking at him, while he was on stage with the meanest mug he ever seen. So he said he began to get a little nervous, right? And y'all know how Jay talk. Like, I can't do the impression, but, he was just like, I was a little nervous, You know what I'm saying? And the dude just kept looking at him. So he was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. So he was keeping a close eye on him, but the guy had walked up to him. He said, as the guy approached him, he was like, okay, what this dude want? Like, he just didn't know. He was kind of getting nervous. And the guy just out of nowhere was like, hey, yo, man, can you sign this for my daughter, man? She really love you, man. And so he was like, yeah, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. So he was like, he gonna sign the autograph. And the guy had smiled and he was just so happy. But he said, what happens is a lot of times people may feel that you think you're better than them. A lot of times people may think that you are superior, or they don't even know what to expect. So it's this feeling of rejection that they are premeditating. This came from Jigga. He said this, and it really made sense. Sometimes when people feel like they're going to be rejected, maybe they may stare at you, but they never will approach you. They may keep looking at you, but they just haven't yet build up the confidence. And he said that he actually respected that guy because for him to still take a chance and walk up to me, it was like, man, it's the utmost respect because I understand what he was going through, what he probably was feeling. Like, this guy gonna turn me around. He gonna tell me no in front of my daughter. It's what we call it, y'all, a lot of ego, and it could be pride too, right? But going right back to it, y'all, fear of rejection. They probably fear you turning them around or turning them down, all right? Number 4, your confidence attracts and repels, all right? Your confidence attracts and repels. So here's the thing, y'all. When someone shines their light, one or two things are going to happen. You're going to either appeal to the light or appeal to the darkness. That's number 1, all right? And then number 2 is you're going to have people who love you and have people who hate you. I don't care if you Mike Epps as a comedian. The same type of jokes that he tell, the people who love them or love him are going to, the people who actually love his jokes may parade him, praise him, but those same jokes may be hated. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be certain people who love those same jokes, right? And other people who hate those same jokes. How do you go about, handling that? You don't. You just have to understand that your confidence is going to attract and repel. It's going to attract your tribe, but it's going to rebel the people who can't stand you. Rebel your enemies. Rebel people who hate the fact that you are shining your light. Lights blind people. By the way, somebody drop that down below in the comments, right? Lights blind people, okay? But that's number 4, y'all. Your confidence attracts and it repels. It attracts the people who love your light, and it repels the people who can't stand your light. Number 5, y'all, is going to be this right here. They are protecting the existing dynamic, all right? They are protecting the existing dynamic. So this right here is for people who's going through this with a person on their job or their workspace. This is for people who's going through this with a person who may look at you or see you as a friend, right? But maybe they want to take another step, right? It happens all the time. I'm talking about the people who may know you or know of you, and they are afraid to make a move on you because of the existing dynamic, right? Like I said, you may see this a lot, y'all, with work relationships, friends, or just people who have a familiarity with you. All right. So anytime a person may be, questioning, like, man, should I take this step or should I just leave it at where it is? All right. It's because they're protecting that existing dynamic. Like if I approach someone, on that level, and they were my friend or they were someone I knew of and we never had that type of chemistry, I'm risking and chancing what we did have. And so sometimes people were like, you know what, it's not worth jeopardizing the existing dynamic that we have, if that makes sense, y'all. They are protecting the existing dynamic that you guys have. So if you feel like they want to, but they're not, it's because they are afraid of making a move on you due to protecting that existing dynamic. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and do a recap and then we'll get up out of here. Number one, the pedestal effect. Number two, uncertainty of your feelings. Number three, fear of rejection. Number four, your confidence attracts and repels. And number five, y'all, they are protecting the existing dynamic. All right. Take what you will from this information, y'all. I'm just a messenger. Y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie. Book a one-on-one session with your boy. Check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.